Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's roundtable. First, I'd like to thank Verona Fieri and Milanese for this great opportunity, for putting this together and allowing all Brazilian export companies, these Brazilian export companies, to update the marketplace about how we fought recent challenges and also sharing some of our thoughts about the upcoming future.
Before the pandemic, we were always traveling, we were always chasing everybody, and we didn't have time to do anything. So out of the blue, we have all this spare time in the world. We have time to talk, we have time to discuss, to analyze. So we reviewed most of the process of our company here, make sure that they were the most efficient. We caught up with all those late meetings that we were always postponing. So strategically, it was very good for our company. Another thing we did, it was to keep a very close contact on almost a daily basis with our key vendors and with our key customers. With the key vendors, we're telling them this will pass, we are here, we'll support you, we kept all payments on time, we kept all the flux, all the cycle of the purchasing blocks, we kept buying blocks. And on the other hand, with the customers, we kept a very close contact with them, trying to understand what was going on, all different countries in the world, all different states in the United States. Some of them needed a little bit help here, a little bit help there, but a lot of communication, a lot of conversation, and we all came, how can I say, stronger. We have now a tighter relationship. The trust, it's a lot higher now than before the pandemic. So that was very good.
It amazes me how quickly our companies were able to actually adapt to such a problem. I mean, we can tell that we're starting to get to the other side of the tunnel, and our companies are stronger and even more strategic, I would say. It is really amazing.
Perfect. For the pandemic, there was a good relationship between the companies, but everyone pretty much looking into themselves in order to find solutions for the clients and for the businesses. During the pandemic, on our end, for example, we noticed that we needed to share information and together with other companies to learn more about what was coming and how we could react in order to make a change, of course, to overcome. One thing that we did, we are located in the north of the state, so we are far from most of the companies which stay in Cachoeiro. I started traveling to Cachoeiro. For example, last month I went 5 times to have meetings with other business owners so we could find new ways of getting together. And during those meetings, we found, for example, materials that we are not able to sell for our clientele that they are able to sell, and vice versa. In doing so, we increased our business and we increased our relationship, and we did more together. So this pandemic brought us together to do way more, counting on each other. So today, the relationship with the companies that we have in Cachoeiro, for example, we have 8 companies that we do business internally, helped us a lot during this pandemic.
We're still learning, for this process, and I know, we all feel sorry for all the damage caused in the whole globe. I'm talking about financially. I'm talking about health. It's not an easy time for everyone, but I think the whole society, we've been learning a lot, and we still have a lot of things to learn. And that's what we are doing. We are learning every day. Every day we are learning, trying to put as much as effort into the group so we can work in a safe conditions, everyone, but keep thinking in a positive way for the future. I never expect to see the companies working together as they are doing now. Well, we have the association Central Rocha and Senior Rochas that come up with a beautiful job to unify the whole industry. And that's so important for me. It's like, well, by ourselves, just alone by ourselves, we can make a big noise on the market. But when we are together, I'm sure that there is no way for us not to succeed in the future.
We learn about all these technologies that we haven't heard from, like all these meeting groups we have here, virtual meetings. So we just changed the pace of everything that was going on because everybody had a little bit more time. Everybody had a lot more interest in knowing what the others were thinking and acting just to try to figure it out and make a decision on how to take its own business. So that generated a massive, how can I say, a massive good vibe to everybody, start sharing everything to everybody and meeting. And that gave us a lot of, it makes us very strong. And I'm confident to say that here in Brazil, most of the companies, they do not hesitate in sharing information. They feel it's relevant for the sector. They don't want to keep that just to themselves.
Nowadays, if collaborating, it's actually the only way to survive and to keep improving. So we have to, I think we are already breaking this old culture of keeping things secret and not sharing information, not sharing strategies, not information, data these days, it's out there for everybody. It's what you do with the information that makes you stand out from the other companies.
I believe we don't know even 5% of our potential yet. There's a lot to grow and a lot to do. One thing I would say that we can improve even more is to create new products with the material we have. For example, 99%, I would say, of the companies in Brazil, they are focused on slabs, which has a big demand. But the worldwide demand is way more than that. They're doing facades, prefabs, tiles, and that represents a big demand of the market. And I believe in the next following years, we as company and business owners, we should increase our focus in getting more of those products so we can attend the worldwide demand.
The final customer, they're coming to Brazil, not just to buy the raw material or the slab. They want more. Block sales are great, slab sales are great, but the project, we have to be focused on the project. You know, we have to work for our material to be specified in mid-sized project, big-sized project, because now we have the technology, okay, but the most important thing, we are reliable companies here. So when we sign the specification together with the professional that are going to specify the material, we're going to put our name there. And people will say, okay, everything's coming to Brazil. And they come up to a certain level now that we can trust the job going to be done in the proper way. And that is the next step. We have seen some companies already starting doing that. And I've been in touch with them here in Brazil, and I've seen some great results.
When it comes to grading and classifying our products, it's not really first, standard, commercial grade, second, whatever. It's about aligning the expectation with your customer. Because some people, we all know that whatever is called first grade in northeast of the US may not be the same first grade for northwest of the US or Canada or any other country. So I think we've been learning how to approach our customers using technology, understanding better our customers' needs, and actually aligning expectations, because that's what in my opinion, that's what defines quality in our industry. Quality doesn't mean that you always have just perfect slabs. Perfect in from whose perspective? Everybody has a different opinion about how that slab looks like.
If you don't generate knowledge, if you don't educate people about what we have, it's hard for them to create by themselves a need for their product or a demand for their product. So all the products, can be sold in different markets, but we have to teach them. We start from our company, teaching our team about what we have, so they can teach to our customers what they're gonna get. And we have to find customers or partners that like Gramazon did, people that wanna kind of jump into this, let's say, different kind of doing business.
You have to be honest. You have to be too transparent. You don't want to make a sale. You want a relationship. I know everybody says about, yes, let's have a relationship, a partnership and all this. No, but I'm meaning a real partnership where there's win-win for all the parts involved. For me, this is very important. And for that to happen, you cannot have only good intentions. You have to know your customers. And I think that the Brazilian market invests heavy in time and money in traveling. So we have all these main factories with their sales guys traveling all over the world every single month. And for me, that's the best way to start knowing your customers, because when you're there at their warehouse, at their facility, their fabrication shop, if it's in another country or whatever, you're gonna see what he likes, what he doesn't like, what are the problems that he has, what he really wish not to receive, what for him is not a problem. So you can propose him in a most efficient way solutions to help him. And of course, helping you, because you're gonna have a much more accurate offer.
What's interesting to me is that I believe we all know what needs to be done. I think the entire industry, it's in the same page about what needs to be done. We just need to do it. We just need to brand it in a correct way. Mateus just described it here. The strategy is validated. It works. We just have to do it as an industry. We've created a Brazil original stone several years ago, and we haven't done pretty much close to nothing with that name. We need to actually brand the Brazilian natural stone in a correct way, just like you guys described it, being closer to our customer, being closer to the ones influencing the market. So we already know the recipe. We just need to get out there and do it and execute it.